Hi, everybody. Welcome to Testimonial Tuesday, your Go Green, GetPaid.com hangout. This is where you come to learn more about the Essante Organics product line by hearing live testimonies from people who've had real experiences. And tonight we're going to talk about the many different uses of essential oils because there are many different ways to use them. And I'd like to remind everybody that Essante Organics makes no claims of curing, treating, or preventing any diseases, but the testimonies you're going to hear are real live testimonies. These are our experiences, and we want to share them with you and how Essante Organics essential oils has helped change our lives. I have an amazing panel here tonight. We've got my co-host, Miss Victoria Masters, and Julie James, and Amanda Propokowicz, and we are all here tonight to share some great things with you, and we also have a surprise guest jumping on. So I'm going to hand this over to Victoria because she's got some stuff that she wants to share with y'all about her experiences with essential oils.
Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the Hangout. So before we get started with our actual testimonials, I'll just go over a few beginner notes about what essential oils are, how they're used, and just some little tidbits. So essential oils come from the plant, and different oils use different parts of the plant. Some oils use the leaves, some the stems, and just different parts for the most potent molecules and oils that come. So the way Essante uses and promotes our oils is different ways. What happens is essential oils are broken down very, very small. So when you think of oil, you might think of olive oil or coconut oil, which those are great and they work great on the skin. But when you have such smaller molecules like in essential oils, they are able to penetrate our skin and essentially go into our different systems of our bodies. So, and they're just absorbed so much better than the larger molecules. That's why you'll see if you put a dab on your skin, it dissipates really quickly, whereas if you put drops of olive oil, it takes longer and you have to rub it in a little bit longer. So for example, another little tidbit is our oils at the moment are in 15 milliliter bottles. So here's like an example of lemon oil. Each 15 milliliter bottle comes with about 250 drops. So that's give or take. Your environment takes away, some oil sometimes, but generally that's how many drops there's in there, and so these last forever. They don't expire either. So another just couple little things before we get into the fun stuff is our oils are, most of them are USDA certified organic and they're kosher. We use a third party to we use a third party to verify our oils, and that's really what makes us very different. And because we want everyone to know that they can trust us and they don't have to rely on what we say or what we claim, that we actually use a totally different organization to verify our claims. And also there's no nickel and diming with our company. Our oils are the same price or cheaper and just as good as quality, if not better, than other oils on the market today. So we're going to jump on in. So Jojo, I know you have a couple of things left to say, and then we can get started with our awesome testimonials, which is definitely the fun part.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to go first with my my personal testimony. First, let me say that I use essential oils for everything, and I'm not going to tell you all the amazing things I use them for because I know that Amanda and Julie have some testimonies to share, and they use them for the same things I do. They actually taught me how to use them for more than health. But so being winter, my feet are a big deal for me. I take really good care of my feet. I'm a pedi girl. I like to go get pedicures, and it's just my thing. It's my treat to myself, right? In the winter, I wear fuzzy house shoes a lot, and so I went outside in the rain in my house shoes, and they got wet. and then I took them off and put them back on the next day. Well, by doing that, something happened. Like it caused some type of fungus or something on my feet. It was the weirdest thing. I'd never had anything like that happen before. So I looked it up because I didn't want to use like any of those, sprays that are all full of chemicals and aerosol. And so I found out that tea tree oil is actually really good for fungus. So I mixed it with coconut oil and put it on my feet for 3 days and completely gone. Like the dry skin, everything was just completely gone and my feet were baby soft again. And I put oils on my feet anyways with a carrier oil or our body butter, which is my favorite, because your feet are connected to every part of your body. So putting oils on your feet actually soaks into your whole body. It's the weirdest thing. Like I'll put peppermint oil on my feet if I'm not feeling good, if I'm congested or my sinuses aren't acting right. And I can literally smell it in my nose. Like a couple hours later, I'll smell the sensation of the peppermint, and I've got socks and shoes on, so that's really cool. That's my embarrassing testimony, but hey, it's the truth and it happens. So if you have any type of foot fungus or athlete's feet, or you wore your fuzzies out in the rain like I did, you know what to do. Get some tea tree oil. It works really good. I see that our surprise guest has joined us, Mr. Ernie Bernard. I'm really excited to have Ernie on the show. Ernie actually has an amazing testimony about the essential oils and how it has helped him with something in his life. Ernie, would you like to share that?
Oh, I'd be more than happy to, Jojo. This is really where the Essante journey truly started for me. I mean, it happened right in this little magical bottle right there. That to me, this bottle to me, and I don't think I've ever been more serious about a product in my life. This bottle to me was a life changer. Ladies and gentlemen, I experienced severe insomnia since I've been 17 years old. I mean, to the point of 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night, of restless sleep. I mean, I may sleep for a half hour and wake up and be up for 2. I may sleep for an hour and be up for 3. I mean, I never ever had a solid night of sleep. I mean, I as a young child, I dealt with night terrors, and it continued on in my adulthood. We won't get into that, but I never, until now, have had a decent night sleep. And I've got to tell you, before I got into Essante, before I joined this wonderful, wonderful company, I spoke with a doctor, and the doctor told me, she actually said that, one of the quickest way to a short death is by not getting a full 8 hours of sleep a night. It is very detrimental to one's health to not get between 7 and 8, and it really scared me. It truly scared me. So when I spoke with Mr. Weniger and I told him about that, and I received this wonderful, wonderful bottle of life-changing product called Sweet Dreams Oil, I tell you what, at that time, at that moment, I mean, all of our products rock, but for me, honestly, for me, that truly was a life-changing moment. My wife, I mean, she actually says I snore now, and I'm like, wow, snore? What? I mean, I sleep through the night. Once again, and I'll end here, that I used to hear a pin drop. I mean, if anybody got up in the house, I'd hear them. Anything would wake me up. Now, heck, I don't even hear the alarm go off. How cool is that? So, yeah, the essential oils have totally changed my life. Thank you so much for having me on tonight.
You know what? That is really funny because Essante has helped you to snore, and these supplemental products, the calcium, magnesium, and D3, helped me stop snoring and getting alkalized, cured my sleep apnea. So that's funny. You snore, I don't. Okay, so Victoria, I know you had some things you wanted to share, and you would like to take over, girl.
Yeah, absolutely. again, another couple of tidbits. I'm an information girl, so some of the 3 ways, or the 4 best ways to receive the oils, and I know you mentioned through your feet topically. That's a great way. That is, you know, podiatrists, and there's tons of people, chiropractors, different doctors. They all know the importance of taking good care of your feet and the different pressure points located in the feet. So that's a great way to receive the medicinal benefits of the oils. Another great way is using an ultrasonic diffuser. That's generally how we use them in my house. And what it does is it breaks down the oils even tinier so we can inhale them, and they enter our bloodstream, our different organs, and straight into our lungs, just everywhere. They really just go everywhere you can think of, so we can receive those benefits. And then, you know, just sound inhalation like this, like just doing this. I mean, that's another great way. I mean, they're so tiny that you don't even realize how much of a dosage you're receiving through that application. And then another way that we generally don't promote here is ingestion, but we do have the highest grade of oil possible, so that's definitely something you would want to talk to your doctor about and see your primary care physician what they feel. But my 2 favorite, we have 2 types of oils in Essante. We have blends and then we have singles. So my favorite single oil is frankincense oil. And outside of why I love it, you know, historically and how it was used, you know, for thousands of years, is I'm recovering still and always for the rest of my life recovering from damage of double pneumonia that almost killed me. And frankincense is a great oil that's used. It's even diffused in hospitals across the nation. It's just amazing. I highly recommend everyone not only purchase it but do their own homework on this oil. And then and it helps with clearing up the lungs and helping with different tumors and different things like that. My second favorite, or my favorite blend, is called Coat of Armour Oil. And the history on Coat of Armour Oil is pretty cool or funny or whatever, but it was used by a bunch of thieves during the Black Plague. The same exact blend that we use today was used during the Black Plague from thieves who would steal jewels and money off the dead bodies and not get sick. And they were like, how are they stealing all these things but not dying? And it turns out the thieves' day job was in the oil trade business. And so they would lather themselves up with this same exact blend and not get sick. So that's so amazing to me. We use this as flu prevention. We use this if we do happen to get sick. We just dab it right on our soles of our feet, and it'll cut down that sick time, you know, almost in half. We've been around people who were sick and not gotten it, and I give that glory to the Coat of Armour oil. So those are definitely my absolute 2 favorite. And then I'm going to give it over right now to Miss Julie, because she has a really different but equally as cool ways to use her oils. So Julie, can you tell us how you use your oils in your home?
Sure. Well, Victoria, thank you so much. This is great for me because I'm learning as I go along too. I have only been using the oil since I joined Essante, but we use them for so many different things in our house. We use them topically, like you guys were talking about. Just a few things topically before I move on to how we use them in our house here. We have teenagers in the house, so as JoJo was mentioning a few minutes ago about the foot situation, our teenager has had athlete's foot in the past, and so we've used the sanitizer as well as the eucalyptus on his feet to completely clear up his athlete's foot, which has been great. And then, as you know, teenagers are always getting bumps on their face, so we also use the tea tree oil on pimples, bumps, anything that he gets, you know, just being a teenager and having those breakouts. And they just tend to just really heal up a lot quicker and just don't fester as much. So that's been a real blessing for us as well. I've also heard that skin tags can be removed by using tea tree oil, and I did not know that. We've not personally done that, but I've heard other people that have used the tea tree oil on skin tags and had great success. Also, a family here, they have 6 children, just went through lice, and so you can also use the tea tree oil on lice, which they had great success with that as well. And then don't forget cold sores, tea tree oil to help clear up cold sores as well. But one of my favorite ways to use the to use the essential oils, and really you can use any essential oils, is by using it as a dryer sheet. You know, most of them are, you know, toxic and have chemicals, dryer sheets that you buy from the grocery store or wherever. And I have this little, it looks like a little pillow, and I just take whatever essential oils that I'm using. You know, I've used clove bud, I've used, you know, spearmint, you know, whatever is your family's favorite. Put about 5 or 6 drops on, you know, whatever little item that you're using to throw it in. You can actually go to the dollar store. They have the little terry cloth little pads that you can just throw the essential oils on, and then you just throw it in your dryer to use as a dryer sheet. And so that's been great for us in our house, and our kids love the different smells that come out of the dryer. Also, for headaches, you can actually use peppermint oil. You can rub it on your temples, and even if you're like me, if you get a headache in the back of your neck, you can also use the peppermint oil to relieve your headaches, which has been great. And then I also use, just when I'm vacuuming, you can take baking soda and, again, whatever essential oil that you prefer. You can actually put a little bit of the oil in with baking soda, and you can sprinkle it on your carpet. We have pets, and so sometimes I'm cleaning up after a pet, you know, mess, and so it's great for just putting, you know, a little bit of that on the pet stain and then having a great scent in your house. And then one other thing that I do vacuuming that has been really cool is you can take a cotton, you know, little cotton ball and just soak it pretty well with whatever essential oil that you want to, you know, perfume that you want to have your house smell like. And you can actually put it in your vacuum cleaner. And so as you're vacuuming your house, it just gives off this great scent in your house. So also, Victoria, you were mentioning putting it on the bottom of your feet. Also a great area to use essential oils, whether using, you know, spearmint or whatever it is that you're using if you're trying to get your kids calm. Our children with ADD, we use different essential oils, lemon through the diffuser. You can also put it on the back of their knees. It's also a great place for them to absorb very quickly on the back of the knees. So anyway, that's the testimonies that I have. I mean, I could just go on and on. Oh, one last thing. For croup, we have used it in the past. For croup, eucalyptus oil works wonders on children who go through that phase of croup. Ours, thankfully, have outgrown it, but it was wonderful using the eucalyptus oil when they had croup because it really helps to just relieve that tightness in their chest. So we've had great success with that as well. So I'm going to turn it back to you. Thank you. I'm learning so much too, so thank you.
You know what? I love that. I love all that testimony. I do a lot of the same things. I love the dryer sheet, especially with lavender. Oh, that smells so good to have your clothes come out smelling good. And the lavender oil has actually helped me a lot. If I get a headache, I just rub a little bit of it on my temples, and it helps me sleep too. I haven't tried the Sweet Dreams yet, but I'm really, really excited about that. But Amanda has actually taught me some really interesting things that you can do around the house with your essential oils, and you just taught me some more, Julie, so I'm excited. I've been over here taking notes too. But I would love to hear from Amanda Propokowicz, Platinum Executive. Please tell us what you do with essential oils in your home.
Well, first of all, I have to say I'm super excited because I have a whole bunch of notes that I've been taking tonight. Julie, you had some incredible information, and JoJo, everything that you were talking about underneath the feet and everything. Oh my gosh. And I also heard that you can also, the sanitizer spray, You can even put in some eucalyptus oil right into the sanitizer spray, and you can literally spray your yoga mats with it. You can spray and clean pretty much anything in the house, and it's got that scent of eucalyptus as well. I'm a little bit of a neat freak, and I have to say that in the past, I've already kind of mentioned this on another hangout before about the laundry liquid and the sanitizer, but I used to think my house was so clean, and I'm sure that there's a lot of you out there that probably think your house is really clean too, but you don't know all the toxins that are in your house. I used to have like Glade plug-ins because I wanted my house to smell good. I used to use like really toxic chemicals to wash my floor, and still to this day sometimes I wonder if some of my son's asthma was due to me using chemicals like cleaning. You know, because all the kids that, you know, would kind of be, well, I grew up on a farm. We were in the mud all the time. We were all over the place. You know, did we get sick? No. Everything was fine. But with all of these toxins that are going into our skin, Carson got sick a lot more. That's the reality. And I'm so glad that I'm a lot more educated on essential oils. It was education for me. I didn't really know a lot about oils when I came in, and I've learned a tremendous amount. So what I do is I'll grab, whenever I'm cleaning, you know, my counters, my cabinets, anything in the house, my floors, bucket, our laundry liquid. I use our laundry liquid. I'll put a cap full of sanitizer, and I'll use our incredible eucalyptus. This stuff is probably one of my favorite oils. I've even dripped it on my mattress with the eucalyptus and the lavender oil. I just absolutely love it because the lavender, like Julie had mentioned, is really good, or Jojo had mentioned, it's really good to sleep. And I actually used the lavender before when Carson had an asthma attack. I used the Breathe Easy with the lavender oil. He couldn't sleep, he was wheezing. So what I did is I filled up the water with some the sink with some warm water, and I sprinkled a couple of drops of lavender and Breathe Easy, put a towel over his head while he was wheezing, and had him breathe. Breathe in, breathe out for 1 minute. So 1 minute on, 1 minute off, and I did that 5 times. So it helped him, and it's been just so incredible learning and educating myself on everything there. And another one that I love to use too, because I'll usually buy dish liquid to wash my dishes. It's a toxic-free, no scent, and I'll either drop in the lemon or, again, eucalyptus. I'm kind of a sucker for eucalyptus, but there's a ton of oils, so I'm sure there's other testimonials, but those are mine for tonight. So thanks for having me on the Hangout with you guys.
That was awesome, Amanda. I'm like so excited now. I know that we, you know, especially those of us with children and stuff, you know, it's so heartbreaking when you have to see your kid struggling with coughing and breathing and tightness in the chest. And not only is it working, you know, most of these oils work to help with the pain of it, but it really actually is anti-infectious. I know most of our bottles, they're anti-infectious. They kill off infections without killing the good bacteria in our bodies. Another great way to use these oils is I take a little bottle like this. This is just a blue glass bottle. It's a spray bottle that I ordered online. I ordered about 6 of them, and I put 10 drops of one of my favorite oils, 10 of another, and 10 of another. I made sure to use oils that I like the smell of it. And what I've done is I've used it as a bathroom spray. And when I spray it in the toilet before using the bathroom, not only does it make the bathroom smell amazing, but it's actually literally killing off the germs. So it's not only using this to smell good, but it's as prevention for sicknesses. A lot of times your dentist will warn you not to keep your toothbrush too close to your bathroom or your toilet, because that's how germs spread, and then they go straight into your mouth. So by using, my little spray that I made with using our Essante essential oils, I'm preventing the spread of these harmful germs without using chemicals. So that to me just takes essential oils from not only using them as prevention or as to help with my kid or whatever, or cleaning, but it's also just using it in something, as pretty as this glass blue bottle. That it's kind of great decoration too. So.
And what do you mix it with? What do you mix the?
I take it's 30 drops total, and then I fill the rest up with water.
Oh, awesome.
So that's it. That's what I do. Another thing I do, and we won't get too close into this, but I have a different sanitizer spray bottle, all labeled. One of them is for lemon, so I degrease things with the lemon and sanitizer, and it's great for cleaning that. And then another great way is the coat of Armour in your sanitizer. I clean the inside and the outside of the toilet like that. I'm a clean freak too about toilets.
What's really exciting to me about all this is that we can literally replace so many things in our home that are filled with toxins. When I think about the ways that I used to clean my countertops when I was raising my kids, it was, it was all the 409 and bleach and stuff like that, and that's so toxic. And then you prepare meals on that, and the kids are running in and putting their hands on the counter and flopping, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the counter, and it's just so exciting that you can replace everything in your home. And really, with our essential oils and that sanitizer spray, that's pretty amazing. Ernie, do you have any other oils that you use besides the Sweet Dreams?
Well, yes, I do. I tell you, I love. Let's see here. What do I got? Grapefruit oil. I mean, if you like grapefruit, this oil is off the hook. I love it. I mean, and I use the diffuser. I mean, I use the diffuser every night, and there's night. I mean, with the Sweet Dreams oil, after it reset my sleep clock, because that's really what needed to take place. It reset that sleep clock, so I was able to sleep. Now I put on just any oil before I go to bed. I still use Sweet Dreams, but I'll use the grapefruit oil because it's good for your hair, it's good for your skin. It vitamin C. It puts vitamin C in your body. Right here. Every day's a holiday. Every day's a holiday. I mean, I love that. I mean, and I also use spearmint oil. So yeah, I use a combination of them all, and I'm just getting ready to order some more. So yeah, I mean, you guys gave some great insight here this evening of different ways that we can actually use these oils. I've only been using them in the diffuser. Now I have more ways to use them, and I want to thank you all for that. The education here this evening is off the charts, and yeah, the oils we have here at Essante Organics, I'm telling you what, if you would have asked me 9 months ago about essential oils, I would have said, bah, hooey. Now it's like, give me some essential oils. Love it. I love it.
I'm so with you. I was clueless about essential oils before Essante Organics. I had no idea how powerful they are. Ernie, I love your excitement for the products and for the company. You always bring so much energy to the table, as does everybody. Thank you so much. You may have some things you would like to say before we go, but we're reaching the end here. We don't want to keep you guys all night. We respect your time, and we appreciate you joining us. Would anybody like to say anything before we go? All right, good. So I think we've just about covered everything. Remember, join us tomorrow night. We've got video marketing training with Kimberlyn and Jane Orlove, I believe, are the two hosts tomorrow night, and that's going to be some really valuable information on video marketing and how that builds your business. I personally know that does a lot. So we're here every week, you guys. Testimonial Tuesdays and Wellness Warrior Workshop Wednesdays. Join us same time, same place. Everybody have a blessed week. Thank you.